Hey everybody, Robert from Black Belt Gaming. I hope you're doing well. It is October 2024, and I think I'll be jumping into some Halloween themed games that might be good for the channel. This is a game I've had on my shelf for a number of years, Zombicide Black Plague. I thought I would finally open this, and then in future videos I'll get to the playthroughs. So I just started to cut the plastic on the back, and next door they started at the Japanese school, they started to go through their undokai. It's like a day where they get out and do different activities, and they had the loudspeakers on and music was coming on and everything, so I had to stop. But I'm ready to continue now. This is my one and only Zombicide game. I've never played Zombicide before, and I understand there are quite a few versions of this. This one was recommended to me some years ago as one that was themed in a way that might be good for me. So I'm interested to check it out. I also heard it's a pretty good game. It's a pretty well reviewed game. So that's a pretty thick little rule book there. Let's see what we have. We're going to have 9 game tiles, double-sided, 65 zombie miniatures. That sounds awesome. 6 survivors and ID cards. And I've heard there's some neat dashboards here that you can use to organize your cards and trackers. That's pretty cool. That looks very good. Looks like there's some other stuff maybe related to Zombicide. And it's going to take me through the basics. So I'll be getting into this off camera, but I'm just sort of taking a quick flip through. Got some noise here. You know, not so long ago I did a playthrough of a solo playthrough of what is that? Dead of Winter. I'll probably revisit that again because I didn't win that one. But the noise tokens, that kind of reminds me a little bit of that. Have to see how those work in this game. Necromancer, what is that? Must be something in the scenarios you have to deal with a necromancer. And there's something called an abomination. Some really cool artwork. I really like the artwork here. And the equipment looks neat. What is that? Repeating crossbow. I heard there's some cool equipment in this game. Wow, some of these zombies look rough. Maybe there's different scenarios and such you can play through. So this is a box. And then there's something underneath. Let's take a look at this box here. All right, so we're already getting into some figures. Fortunately, they don't look like anything I'm going to have to assemble like I had to with some of the Games Workshop stuff. Some people love to do that, but not really me. Oh, this is nice. This little thing is already on here, so we can move that up and down. I don't have to clip anything on there. I hear him still over there at the school on the loudspeaker. Hopefully that won't come through. Nice pack of cards here. Looks like equipment and maybe some zombie cards there. Dice and stand. What do you call that? Just so you can give yourself different colors. little pegs for your dashboards. These must be the heroes up here in the brown. Anything else in there? Ooh, wow. Underneath. They weren't kidding. There's a lot of zombies in there. Looks like some of them have maybe shaken loose just a little bit. But for the most part, they're still in their little molds and holders. So under that, maybe here we're getting into the boards and tokens and all that good stuff. So let me see, is this sealed in some way that I can open it easily? I think I'm going to have to just cut into it to get in here. I don't see where it's folded over and we'll get in here. Alright, so this is still sealed. This must be the character cards. So Anne, this slot may hold a dagger instead. So maybe, is it usually clothes or armor that goes there? Bloodlust. She looks like a nun. Bloodlust, +1 action, +1 free melee action. Okay. So I guess as you level up, or do you get to choose? I don't know. We'll have to find out. But I need to open this up. Let's take a look at some of these. What's in here? Noise tokens, exit. Okay, this must be the oil or whatever it is that you can use to burn zombies with, or so I've heard. Have no idea what this is. Maybe these are scenario specific. And this is sealed too, so we'll need to dig into this. So I'm one of those gamers that saves plastic bags. I get my medicine here in Japan, and I always get them in these little Ziploc bags, and I save every one of them. And I have a big stash so I can put game components in there. Let's see, I think this is just a holder. I don't think there's anything inside of this. Nope. So let me open up a couple of these things. We'll be right back. Alright, so back with you. Just took off the plastic from the boards. Some nice light and shadow on here. These things are pretty thick, so seems like they'll be rather durable. And yeah, some neat looking art with some nice shadow work on it. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's like fabric or something. Very nice looking. Just gonna speed this up a little bit as we go through. Got some stairs, broken statues. Things look rather wrecked and stained. Is that like a was going to say was it a bakery? I don't know. Quite a few boards. Very good. Wonder if I'll be able to fit all this on my table. And that's it. That's the stack. Double-sided. Nice. Let's see if we'll get that back in there. Oh, there's two of these. That was just out of my sight. All right, let me dig into these characters next. Just a little side note. This thing is so tightly wrapped that if you're like me and you like to take care of your components, I don't sleeve and do everything like that with everything. I don't sleeve all my games, but I hate it when it's so tightly wrapped that I feel like I can't get in it without damaging the product. So I hate it when there's like a big fingernail line down the side, or you know, scissors scratch the art off of something. I'll figure out a way to get in here. All right, I just did the old twist thing and it was able to pop off here on the side. So let's see what we've got here. This will focus in for you. We've got Anne Baldric. Well, he kind of looks like a Gandalf-like figure. Yeah, spellcaster. But he's got a sword there. Clovis. Looks like a fighter type. Samson. Is he a dwarf? I don't know. Nellie. Nellie looks like she has a two-handed sword there. Silas. Looks like an elf, definitely. So maybe he is a dwarf. And back to Anne. So I guess that's the 6 we start with. Once again, I like all the artwork. Very cool. It has that sort of, you know, European, you know, Western, you know, medieval, Dark Ages, fantasy look to it, which is thematic. Good. Let's see what else we got here. These were our tokens. I'll punch these out later. I wonder if these are doors. Maybe trapdoors. I don't know if that's acid or oil. I thought I heard something about there being some kind of special thing that you needed to use to burn some of the zombies. I haven't studied too much about this game, so trying to keep it fresh for myself. Let's make sure this will fit. Yeah, it's a cool fit in there. Let me pull back just a little. Fit right in there nicely, so maybe one of these smaller cards can fit there. And I believe this was your backpack. 2 hands. Very neat. All right, let me dig into here. All right, we've got these gold or yellow backed cards. The red. And then a couple of blues and gray. Let's take a look at these. Starting equipment. Okay. So that's what you begin with. I hope you're not hearing that over the loudspeaker next door. They're still going at it over there. So I'm not really sure what this is about. Is this combat spell? And this is bolts, but I don't know why it's blue. I didn't see any other decks of cards. Maybe I missed something. Red, red, red. What do we got here? Ambush. But then it looks like a lot of equipment. Again, some really neat artwork for this. It almost has kind of a Warhammer fantasy look to it. And then we've got the gold back cards. And this must be the... Okay, this is zombie spawning. Necromancer, double spawn. But I just saw the one deck of cards, so I don't know why we have two blue ones there. I wonder if those are maybe specific for a quest or something. I don't know. But that's about it. I think we've looked at pretty much everything without picking up each and every single mini and looking at them. But it looks like they're good enough that you could paint them and decorate them. Boy, that would take a while. There's a lot of these in here. But that is the unboxing for Zombicide Black Plague. And now it's time for me to dig in. I don't know how many pages there are here. If they're just thick, well, 55. 55! So I'm going to be at this for a while. Let's see what's on the back here. First step, player phase, zombie phase. I always appreciate when that's there. You can flip this over and quickly see the flow of the game. Targeting order. So when several targets share the same targeting priority order, the player chooses which ones are eliminated first. Okay, I have to learn how this is using, but I guess targeting priority, maybe you kill, in some instances you're going to kill the weaker ones before you kill the more dangerous ones, something like that. Alright, well, thank you for watching, everybody. I'm looking forward to playing this. I've heard a lot of good things about it. And cool mini or not. And Guillotine Games, or at least that's what it says on my box. And I wonder if it'll tell me when my particular version was printed, when it was made. First edition 2016. This is the first edition? Maybe so. Alright. Maybe I've had this since then. I guess it's about time I get into it. Alright. Thanks, everybody. I'll catch you later.